Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our ALTTPR Season 3 League match between Alien Rhapsody and Boomer Friendly. My name is Joe Fuzz. I am here with my co-commentator, Math Girl. And we are set and ready to go for a very exciting match this evening. I certainly hope you are all ready. And away we go. Instant divergence. We have Bombos starting off in Link's house.
All right.
Dawnvenure and Aerinon both headed to Uncle, while Leviticus heading up to Lumberjack. Bomb drop there, very nice to have. And nothing of interest on the ledge. So, at least so far, Aghanim is not required. Just kidding. It's all dungeons.
Yes, but preferably you can get that at the end. Also, hello everybody. I am Math Girl. Alright, so have we had anything good? Bombos looks like, and Keep. You can hear me, right?
I can.
Okay, good. Oh dear. Excuse me for a few while I try to fix this.
Dawnvenure continuing with Escape. Do we get our... do we get a check here? Yes, we get a check of the library. And just a big 20. Leviticus is going to give us a chance to see what is in Blind's hut. Big 20. More money. A little bit of love. And lots more money.
Alright. Money's always nice early on.
Money, exactly, yeah. Zora is... That would probably be where my mind would go as we see a quake in the dam. Yeah, but Zora is got to be on your mind, I would think, for Leviticus. It's seeing a lot of money up front. I would certainly be thinking about that.
Yep. Always good to just not have to worry about that. Although Aerinon not having any money.
I see we have our first fetch quest, getting the mushroom at in Zelda's cell.
Ooh, okay, so turn that into the mushroom, or what I like to do is to check what the mushroom has, and if it's not required, then just save scum it. Also, I think I saw a glove on the desert ledge.
I just missed that, but that would be very good. Yeah, that would be a very good thing to have.
Indeed, always required in open and standard modes. Gloves being progressive, so by the time we get that might be a pair of mitts.
I think if you're any of these runners, you certainly, once you find a glove, the next thing you really would love to see is a hammer.
Oh yes. Well, Moon Pearl would be good too.
I believe it looks like Leviticus found a sword, although I did miss where that came up. That's another great thing to have right now.
Yes, it is. Sword, always a welcome find. Gonna be required. Gannon, Aga, Skullwoods, Meyer, and Turtle Rock. Maybe a few other places I can't think of.
Yeah, and if you're any of these runners in this league,
blue mail.
Yep, awesome find. If you're any of these runners, I imagine you're very comfortable doing swordless strats. Although having a sword is certainly preferable to not having one.
Oh yes, absolutely. Another interesting thing, if you don't have a sword and you try to hammer dash, you're just gonna bonk. Oh, there's where the sword is. It's in Chicken Hut.
Throw a chicken through the wall, get rewarded with a sword. Aerinon also picking up their blue mail.
Yep, very nice to have early on. Never required, always a welcome find.
Yeah, 3 hearts, you certainly, you're gonna need a little help.
Yeah, also, I didn't see anything in Mini Moldorm. Maybe a red ring.
Saw a couple big 20s, but yeah, nothing seemed to jump out.
Does anybody know if Dawn saved before this, or are they just gonna go ahead and forfeit the mushroom? Ooh! Book!
Excellent trading.
Yeah, that's actually access to the glove as well now. Okay. Oh, let's see what's here in Ice Rod Cave. Just 20 rupees. Okay.
Really a lot of money up front here in the early checks on Boomer Friendly's side. Yep. Aerinon also not too far behind with their money checks. They've got quite a bit of cash laying around.
Dawn gonna check Saha's hut and possibly Eastern. We have 3 bombs, shovel, and the other glove. Okay, so that's our mitts. Now we just need a Moon Pearl for Dark World access. Or, you know, a lamp for Aga.
Well, yeah, you gotta do it. You're gonna have to do Aga at some point. Perhaps the seed is gonna want them to get it done earlier in this round as opposed to at the end, which would be not the end of the world, but certainly not something you really want to do early on.
Something good to note, if you're playing the randomizer, or actually even the vanilla game, if you do not have Moon Pearl, you will not get a health or magic refill on the pyramid after Aga. It's just, for some reason, they programmed it that way.
could be said for a lot of things in this game. But yeah, actually, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's something you really don't want to learn the hard way. Alright, let's see what's here in Eastern. And in Hyrule Castle. And Zelda Cell.
First chest in Eastern was just a little bit of love, piece of heart, and now we just see a map.
Yep. Looks like Leviticus gonna go... Oh, never mind. Just gonna go ahead and save and quit. Looked like he might have been going for Death War.
Yeah, chances are Dawn relayed the message over to Leviticus about the mushroom having the book. Will be interesting. Actually, looks like Leviticus is probably going to head over to the eastern area as well, which makes sense actually, because that's also where the glove is.
Yep. Always good to have that glove. As soon as you can get it, it's good to get. Just one of those things that locks so much stuff, but also doesn't lock so much stuff.
I think this is our first check of the back of Escape from Aerinon. Now, the mushroom was in the front of the Escape, but we have not yet seen what's in the back here.
Yep. Let's see, we've got a map, a small key, and 20 rupees.
Question is, are they gonna take the opportunity to go and do the front half?
That is a good question. I dare say that it's good to, between both runners, check everything. You've got a partner, so you can divide and conquer.
Very true. We will actually get to see this. I think Aerinon is the first to do the shovel, I believe. Also, I think Dawn closely behind. Okay, yeah, that looked like flippers. All right, so that is going to pull Aerinon in a different direction. So that we'll probably start to see some of our flippers checks.
Yep, and of course, flippers being required for every all dungeon seed, with Swamp Palace being a thing. Okay, just piece of heart on the Hylia Island. Let's see what Tobo's got. Oh, two runners going to Hobo.
Very similar routing.
Moon Pearl.
Excellent find under there. Now,
why does he have that? Oh, sorry.
What we don't know, but I'm not sure of, is if Aerinon knows the second set of gloves, or the mitts rather, are on Desert Ledge. I believe Dawn and Leviticus know that second set of gloves is there. So seeing that Moon Pearl is probably going to drag them over to Desert very soon, I would imagine.
The one that checked. I might be mistaken. Okay, 20 rupees, and oh, the mirror is in Waterfall Cave. Okay, that's a good find. Now let's see what King Zora has. And the ledge. 20 rupees on the ledge. I'm a little confused why Aerinon's taking the long route, but okay.
Yeah, wondering that myself. Just taking the scenic route, I guess. We'll get a bit of a high five between. Oh,
I'm not sure they'd consider that worse, but could be required for Spike Cave, possibly.
Oh. Either way, it wasn't worth the money to pay for it, really.
It's not impossible to have a situation where you cannot otherwise get through Spike Cave without some sort of safety. Unlikely, but not impossible.
Good point. It does now look like... Are we getting a... Yep, it looks like we're getting an escape check from Aerinon. So that'll be good if they go down and get the mushroom. That'll get a book for them.
Yep. Actually, Boomer Friendly team is about to have Dark World access knowledge. Because they're going to have Mitz and Moon Pearl.
Absolutely, and we'll be able to at least know if boots will be required for desert.
Very true. Very true. Though even when not required, it's a very nice item to have.
I don't think it can be understated the fact that if the first team to find boots, the longer you can hold that item over your opponents, I mean that translates into a lot of time you can separate between you and your opponent, or even gain ground back. I mean, just traveling on the overworld and through dungeons using the boots is just going to save you a lot of time. So even if they're not required, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a huge advantage to anyone who gets those first.
Yep. And we're in desert now. Alright, first chest. This is a small key. Not necessarily key locked yet. So, little interesting tidbit about key logic. If either key to desert is... Oh! Sorry to interrupt, but there's our ice rod. And there's our bomb. So, it is a key lock desert, and boots lock desert, but we have both items, but we will have to come back later.
Yeah, and probably a mild sigh of relief that there won't be an ice rod hunt this go around, although we could just as well be hunting for something else. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to have to come back here to desert at some point later on this seed.
Yep. Just to kill the boss. Though, when you do that, don't forget to grab your big key first.
Yeah.
There's the mitts. Okay. So, that ice rod not going to be a problem today.
And with Leviticus coming through desert right now, it looks like we'll have all of Boomer Friendly hitting the Dark World simultaneously here, and which I think is really bodes well for them. They're going to be able to instantly go there, and be interesting to see if they take a route divergence in the Dark World to cover more ground even faster.
Now, that usually does happen with co-op, kinda. split up as much as possible. Alright, we've got Green Pendant Skullwoods, 5-6 at Thievestown and Turtle Rock, and Pendant Swamp. Alright, so that's our map knowledge. Dawn looks like going up to North Dark World.
Yeah, with the cape and the mirror, these are good checks to do. You know, they're easy to kind of forget to route in.
Master Sword.
Yeah, great find there.
That is really nice to have and required. That also opens up. Ooh, ouch. That opens up the tablets. Well, Bombo's tablet anyway. Ether isn't in logic without, flute or lamp. Not too surprising, Leviticus is making a beeline for the Master Sword.
Yeah, fighter sword in the Dark World, not ideal.
Nope.
Something worth noting too, and it's a good thing we saw that blue mail early, because we are not seeing a lot of health being dished out.
Oh, you're right. 4 hearts and 3 hearts is oof. Where was the extra heart that Leviticus found?
Yeah, good question.
Dark Cross.
There we go. Yep, and that is, I think Aerinon did not go back in after getting the front side of escape. Technically not in logic with no fire source.
Yep. But health is always nice to have, in logic or not.
Agreed.
Alright, Aerinon, maybe gonna do village outposts into Thievestown? No? Just Thievestown? Blacksmith chain?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and piece of heart. That gives Donna another heart container at least. Scrub, we do have a Kana Berna and Blue Mail at least. Three bombs in the brewery.
And there's our lamp at the dig game.
Ooh, that's a nice find. But that also puts the mountain in logic, up to Hera.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So if you're Aerinon, what are you thinking after seeing that lamp? You've come to the Dark World. You've got 3 hearts. It looks like they're thinking, I want nothing to do with Thievestown with 3 hearts and blue mail and a fighter sword.
Well, Diesel might have checked it.
Good point. I do like the early blacksmith check here. I think you have the mirror, you have the gloves, you're right there. I know it's not it's not often a popular check. Oh, there you go. Red cane on Smith. Yeah, not often done very early, but I think that early check of Smith's always a good idea. If you're right there, you can just do it. Paying off for Aerinon. Great find to have. That red cane, will definitely help out if you've got that over your opponents going into either Ice Palace or Swamp Palace to do those sequence breaks, saving you a little bit of time.
Oh, apparently that is in logic now. Oh yeah, with the mirror and the powder. Yeah, that's... Also, I do believe Leviticus should have mitts. Yeah, definitely has mitts. And Moon Pearl. Alright, let's see what the Smiths have.
Smiths has the red cane.
Oh!
Yeah, Aerinon got that play first.
Alright.
And it looks like we might have gotten a bottle out of Hype Cave. And... not sure... Oh, the hammer.
Yep. Oh boy. Now, where was the hammer? Sorry, I was fixing some issues.
We had a hammer in Hype Cave.
Ooh, an actual Hype Cave. Alright. Oh, and look where Dawn's going. Up the mountain.
Yep, that's it. We've got Hera in logic now completely. We can get the whole of... actually, yeah, we can do a lot. We can do just about all of the mountain at this point.
Yep, East Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain, Hera area. Let's see. Ooh, something just occurred to me.
And what's that?
We've got some of Turtle Rock in logic. If it's not ether.
Oh, yeah. Yep. If you have the equipment to enter Turtle Rock, you're better off just going in and checking.
Well, Dawn didn't get their king yet.
Yeah, that is good. That is a good point. And
oh, that's bad.
Oh boy,
that's bad. That's bad.
Yep, we are. Yeah, no, that's Dawn's not gonna like hearing that. That they've got up the mountain, and all of the components for Turtle Rock are in logic. Before
Oh, Tempered Sword.
Well, that's a nice consolation for sure.
6 Hearts Blue Mail Turtle Rock is still not fun.
No, it is not.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, unless it's ether, it is in full clear logic.
Yep, that's right. And Aerinon is heading over it. I believe this is our first pyramid check.
Oh, it's a bow. Is a necessary find. And
yeah.
a nearby pod.
Yeah, that is gonna pull Aerinon well away from the mountain at this point. So they're going to attempt what it looks like to be a 5-heart blue male fighter sword pod. Like you do.
Yep. That's that Helmosaur fight's gonna be a thing.
An apt way to describe that.
Alright. Let's see. What is here in Hera? Arrows. And we're going up.
So I think that bow has been probably, from what I can tell, the biggest divergence now between Hylian Rhapsody and Boomer Friendly. Largely speaking, they've been relatively close to each other, it seems, with, Hylian Rhapsody and Boomer Friendly kind of tracking along the same lines. That bow taking Aerinon over to Pod, and now we see Dawn obviously climbing Hera, and Leviticus has now gone back into what appears to be a bat check. This seems to be our first huge major divergence from both of these teams.
Yeah, although if there's red mail. Okay, well, on low health, that's certainly welcome.
Yeah, if you're Aerinon, you're absolutely relieved to see that right now.
5 hearts! Yeah, I'll take red mail, thanks. Especially looking at an upcoming Helmosaur fight.
I also think that Aerinon has a fairy in a bottle from the purple chest as well, so that safety also probably boosting their confidence a little bit.
Indeed. Also, that's a vanilla bottle. So, safety, at least having a fairy and red mail. That heart count isn't looking very good, though.
No, and I'm wondering if these runners are getting a little bit nervous, seeing a lot of mail upgrades and safeties. You got to be thinking to yourself: are we going to be stacked with heart containers and GT?
It can happen. I do believe there's a jump fill as well, so it's actually a higher probability than you would think. Alright, just waiting out the tile room as Leviticus heads upstairs and Aerinon heading to the vanilla big key chest. Oh no, sir, do you know what that means?
It looks like, yeah. Yep.
That is guaranteed, logical, full clear of Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Yes, and it is a shame that Dawn doesn't have the full kit. I mean, not that you really want to be clearing out Turtle Rock at this with this few hearts. I mean, Tempered Sword is nice, but you don't really want to be doing that with this many hearts. You'd like to have more.
I'll be honest, I have a bad feeling something's going to be required in there. 50 rupees in Spiral. Like, you get this early of Turtle Rock access, there is almost guaranteed to be something in there, because that's 5 items, not counting the Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, and I feel obligated to check Turtle Rock if I can just at least get inside and check the first couple chests. Oh, and a hook shot right there.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, when you're walking up the mountain and you know that you have logical access to full clear Turtle Rock, you know there's something in there.
Although, really, all we're missing, I think, at this point are boots and the flute.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. And of course, that assumes. Well, that's right. We do. That's right. Desert is boots locked. So yeah. So the boots and the flute. That would be our no mode.
Yep.
Boomer Friendly has not been over to the pyramid yet either, so they don't know that the one of the progressive bows is on Pyramid Ledge.
Oof. Let's hope they go there before Pod. This is all dungeons, Bullet Catcher. So it's all dungeons are required, including Agawan. Alright, let's see what Super Bunny Cave's got. Meanwhile, Aerinon headed off to Helmasaur with 3.5 hearts, though. Gonna refill here. Okay, that's good. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I don't envy this at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I believe there was another bottle fairy that was picked up in Vanilla Big Key chest here, or I'm sorry, not Vanilla Big Key. I forget the name of the chest, but I did pretty sure I saw in the mini Helma room.
Yeah. Ooh, there's Butter Sword. Okay, well, that's a nice find. At least they'll have butter going into Turtle Rock. It's something, right?
Yeah, that it does make that extra bit of offense will make Trinex taking out Trinex a lot easier. Fewer swipes on those heads. Definitely matters when you at the moment not having any half magic. You want to make sure you make all those hits count.
Yep. Also, looks like Dawn going to Spike Cave. Nice. Gonna use Verna the rest of the way for 20 rupees. Oh man, I can't shake the feeling that one of our required items is going to be in Turtle Rock. With this early of access.
And Aerinon finishes off Helmasaur, a fantastic fight on just a few hearts and Fighter Sword.
Yep. But gets him down, gets a crystal. This has been a fairly nice seed as far as items. Not so much on the health side, but item-wise, we're 2 items from Go Mode. No mode, anyway.
Yeah, it does feel like there hasn't been anything too out there. I do hope Boomer Friendly heads over. You got to think they're going to head to Pyramid at some point, because I think once, once they get there, then it's really just looking for the flute
And boots.
and boots.
Yeah, that was a beautiful Maltula fight, by the way, for the green pendant. And we're heading into Swamp. Big key.
Yes, Scrub. I don't know if we're going to get a head check. And Mathco, maybe you can help me out. Can flute be on ped?
Yes, it can. Meyer is a crystal.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. If I were one of the runners, of course.
Alright, let's see what's in Swamp, though, because this does have 6 items.
Yeah, someone pointing out in chat, I'm not sure why Aerinon didn't go ahead and do Eastern as well. A very good question. They certainly had everything there. Yeah, and Diesel might have already taken care of it, so there's probably some communication going on there. We'll have to see when Aerinon will head back over there. But right now they're getting in their bat check. As Dawn looks to be, heading over to left side swamp.
Oh, he's gonna do the trick. Or she. Alright, so what you do is you go through this door right as the bomb's exploding, and then you do diver down. It's a little complicated to explain on here, but there are tutorial videos on YouTube. And you just walk through that door and the switch gets hit. And it gets hit perfectly.
Love that trick. Very well done with the bomb diver down. Not very easy to do. Dawnvenure made it look very easy. It's definitely not easy. The bomb one is, in my opinion, a little bit harder than with the red cane. But obviously, not having a problem there. Able to save a little bit of time from having to walk back and forth from those rooms.
There's the heart container. That's certainly a nice find. And a shield. Oh, I wonder if Leviticus is going to end up doing Turtle Rock. Because you got the 5 items in there, you've got, Mimic Cave, and then you've got the Pyramid Fairy once you finish Thieves Town as well.
Yeah, I gotta believe that Turtle Rock check is coming up very shortly.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Yep, Dawnvenure heading back into the back of Swamp. Oh, the flute. That that gets us in. That gets us one step closer to no mode. So we are really looking for the boots, and how fitting. The boots are the item that are going to make us go fast for the rest of this date.
All right, let's see. Bomb. Excuse me. Sorry. Bomb goes for Turtle Rock. Nice Argus fight. Low puff, please. There we go. Oh, is there a bow on the bat? Chat saying there was a bow on the bat.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'm trying to remember when. I think I'm trying to remember when they picked up Powder. Well, Powder was in Cave 45. So when Leviticus and Dawnvenure picked up Powder, they did not go back to do the bat check, and have obviously not gone back since. So they certainly could have had Bow a lot earlier. And as Sean Rhapsody is pointing out in chat, Leviticus was there but ran out of magic, which really unfortunate. It would have been nice. It probably would have. I would imagine that would have changed their routing a bit had they gotten a bow that early. But that is good to know. Silver's obviously not required, but it certainly makes a lot of boss fights, or very many boss fights and other enemies a lot easier to take down. Gaining a little bit of time here and there.
Yep, and look where Leviticus is now.
Here we go.
Are the boots in here? So Boomer Friendly hasn't found either of the bows, sadly. Yeah. Although, looks like Dawn might be doing that now.
Yeah, if Dawn is going to route in all of the checks over here, you got to believe that we're going to see a bow for Boomer Friendly.
Did you see a half magic?
I did. That very, very nice to have. Especially for Trinex, when you're going to have to blast each head to get to hit them. Half magic, very nice to have. Again, not a requirement, but just one of those luxury items you'll never turn it down when you find it.
Indeed.
Yep, and here it looks like Dawnvenure is gonna go and get their Boomer Friendly's first bow.
There it is.
So it looks like the teams have taken a bit of a different route, but it looks like we're kind of converging again. It does look like we're still following the same-ish path.
Yep. Oh, and we're getting a flute activation.
Yeah, you gotta hope what we're gonna see next is a quick jump over to check Meyer to see what's over there. I mean, that's maybe not. Maybe not gonna use the flute right away. Oh, there we go.
Alright, let's see if Dawn ends up checking the pyramid after Pod or before.
Yeah, that would be great. Being able to route that in. And from what it looks like, and this is, really a play. I think this is also a very good play, right? Is coming over here, right after finding the bow, immediately saying, I gotta knock off Pod and Eastern back to back. Really cannot fault this. This is also a good play. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if after they've done this, if they'll take a peek on Pyramid Ledge.
Hopefully. Nothing in Turtle Rock yet. We still have Crystal Roller and Laser Bridge and Trinix. And the Pyramid Ferry.
Aerinon finally going up to Bumper Cave to get their Master Sword.
Oh, that's a good thing to have. Alright, key there. I think there will be one key on Laser Bridge. So, something interesting to note, in case it ever comes up for some reason, the safety door actually has two methods of safety. If you mirror, it costs you a little time, but there are fairies inside the cave there.
Interesting. Yeah. That would be that is good to know. Yep. And looks like they're gonna keep checking, hoping for the boots.
Not on Laser Bridge.
Nope.
It could still be in Pyramid Ferry too.
Yeah, I was about to say that'd probably be my bet. If obviously if they're not on Trinex, although I admit I've not been keeping good count of this items in Turtle Rock, but yeah, it very well could be in Pyramid.
All right, let's see. Let's try next fight. With Better Sword, it is possible to zero cycle. Not gonna go for it, just gonna go for swipes. That works.
Aerinon heading up to Catfish, which I don't know if we've seen Catfish yet.
Don't think we have. Not on Trinex, just a rupee.
And more rupees on Catfish. So Pyramid Ferry could very well be our boots location.
We still have multiple dungeons. I don't think we've seen Ice or Mire. We haven't seen Eastern Boss.
Right. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Eastern we have not seen either.
Fortunately, at this point, boots cannot be on the pedestal. So that's at least one thing we don't have to worry about. Leviticus going to Swamp, looks like.
Yep, and with the knowledge from Dawn already clearing, they should make quick work of this dungeon.
So I kind of agree with Scrub Casual that probably should check the Big Bomb. Since Dawn's already gone through this dungeon.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if boots are in the Pyramid Fairy, then that would save Dawn from having to go do more checks.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to think, really where else, other than the dungeon, other than perhaps Ice or Mire. I don't really know if there are any other overworld checks that we have not seen yet.
I don't think so. Oh, well, yeah, boots checks. That's locked.
I think we've seen both tablets, and I don't think anything was on either tablet.
Well, there was a fire rod on them.
Oh, yes.
Tablet.
Oh, yeah, nothing important.
Alright, this is a pretty nice Helmosaur fight.
Yep, and Buttersword will also take down Helmosaur very quickly. 2 swipes, and that's it.
And there's the flute for Leviticus.
Where do Ether was up on the mountain, I think, right?
Yes, Super Bunny maybe?
Yeah, it's
or
interesting.
Hookshot Cave or something. That was Hera, I guess.
Okay.
That was Super Bunny. Or was that the other race? Oh well.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because I don't know that anyone's checked Mire, and so we don't really know if Mire is Ether or not. So it's just it's interesting that I guess that could kind of throw a wrench into things if Leviticus is going to have to climb the mountain again to go fetch Ether. I mean, they'll know where it is, but still, the time sink in having to climb all the way back up to get it out of Hera basement.
I mean, he still might go back in. Because he's still looking for Fire Rod and Flute, Hookshot, Boots.
Yep.
Oh, look where we're going. We're going to the Pyramid Fairy.
Yep. Moment of truth here. This will. I mean, if we don't see the boots here, then it's very likely we're gonna find them on a subsequent boss.
I don't think we've seen any of Ice or Mire.
Yeah, and if the boots being in Mire would be, a very easy, it'd be very easy. A quick switch from Mire to Desert, and you're right there, and you can just breeze from there.
Aerinon getting his hook shot. Alright, and that's almost down for Dawn.
I think, yeah. Okay, so it looks like Mire is actually. It turns out Mire is also Bombos. So I missed a check.
Oh, okay.
So we do know we've got the right medallion. Actually, we've had the right medallion from the very beginning.
Yeah, that was one of the first checks. Alright, heart container, and it's not here.
All right. Well, It's buried somewhere in ice or mire. Or Eastern.
Oh God. You know what we haven't thought about? Desert's a pendant. Boots could be in the tower.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that was... Yeah. Yep. Well. Okay. That would be something.
I mean, really, it's likely at this point.
It looks like Dawn has found the silvers, so we're no silverless Ganon today. Yeah, I mean, man, that would be mean. In an otherwise very nice seed, with item layouts being generally friendly, that would be quite a twist at the very end to have to go into go pick up the boots from GT to come back down to Desert.
There's up to 20 items we can access in GT without boots.
Yeah, I'd say that's a very good probability of boots being there. We'll see. I think we're gonna get. It looks like Leviticus probably heading over to Ice. It seems. So we'll at least get to see. We'll know if Ice is also not where our boots are. But yeah, the longer we don't see boots, the more likely we're gonna find them up in GT.
I think we're down to Ice Palace and Mire. We're about to see Mire and Ice Palace, so I think if it's not in either of these, then it's Ganon's Tower.
Nice penguin room clear there, using just the hook shot.
Yep. So at least they know how. What all's in those dungeons, which is basically nothing. So they can just go mode everything. How about Thieves Town? How often do you get to see that? Alright, let's see a icebreaker. And gets it first try. And there's the vanilla big key.
Very well done by Leviticus. Those icebreaker, diver down, I don't know, just very new, relatively new, and just, I don't know, I just think it's such a cool little skip to have. It saves lots of time in ice. It really makes Ice Palace something you don't really dread anymore. If you've got the cane, you can get through Ice Palace very quickly. Instead of having to kind of slog all the way through to get your checks, you can get most of your checks done pretty much in the first few rooms.
Yep. So nothing in here yet. Nothing in Mire yet either. Just a heart piece there. This is looking very likely for Ganon's Tower boots. You know, if the seed's nice, it will put the big key on the torch.
Yeah, nice is a word for it.
At least that way you know all you're looking for is the basement.
Yeah, and at that point, you kind of have to, you look at that and say, well, I'm going to need to clear everything in Ganon's Tower, because if the boots are required, and I've checked just about everywhere else, this is really the most item dense place left to check. So you're better off just sticking with GT and hoping the boots are going to be somewhere accessible.
I mean, this is probably the only time. Ooh, vanilla big key admire. It's kind of gross. This is probably the only time where I would say the nicest thing is to not have boots, with not having boots and having the GT big key on the torch. Probably the only time this will ever come up.
Yeah, I don't even know that I can't remember seeing a boots required seed where boots were in GT. That I can't remember a time when I've seen that, or if I have, it's been quite a bit of time.
Wait, have we seen the Saha?
I don't recall, but perhaps Leviticus here. It looks like with the mirror out, it looks like we're going to get that check, but I don't know that anyone else has made that check.
Just 20 rupees. Garbage.
Keeping the dream alive.
All we have left, I think, is Vitreous. Other than Ganon's Tower. I think we've seen everything else that isn't boots locked anyway.
Yeah, really coming down to the wire here. We'll see, very soon. With Silver Arrows, Dawn's going to make very quick work of Vitreous, so we'll know very soon whether these boots are going to be here or not.
Yep.
Yeah, Green Pendant. Green Pendant was just big 20.
So it's Vitreous, GT, or we've forgotten something, which is completely possible. All right, time for blink and you miss it, Vitreous fight. All right, Vitty, do you have the boots? Survey says nope.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. Well,
I'd just be really curious to know what the chatter is between Dawnvenure and Leviticus right now. I'm sure it's not something that we could play on a family-friendly broadcast, but I gotta imagine they're not happy that they haven't found boots yet.
I think at this point they know where the boots are. Yeah, what Scrub Casual says, GT again. We should have known. Why didn't we just rush there sooner? I'm guessing Dawn doesn't know where the Thieves Town Big Key is. gonna just be able to rush to get the maiden and kill her.
Yeah, at this point, when you know you're really just looking for boots, the rest of these dungeons are going to be. You really ought to be go moding the rest of these dungeons. I think you should know at this point. I would think that you're gunning for GT, so you're prioritizing the rest of the crystals. You're going to go mode, get up to GT, and find those boots as fast as you can.
I mean, between the two of them, they've cleared out all the dungeons.
Yeah, and they'll, hopefully. Oh no, Leviticus. Leviticus went straight to Helmasaur, but neglected to pick up the big key on the way.
Oh no!
So have to go back. Got to backtrack a little bit. Unfortunate, but yeah, I've been there. I can absolutely relate. You're just kind of like heads down. You're like, all right, I just gotta go, and yeah.
I think they both know that it's GT because they're both go moding.
Yep, and while they go mode, Aerinon working their way through Ice Palace, without being able to see what Diesel is up to. Gotta believe they're not too far behind Boomer Friendly. In this race, they given Aerinon's item layout, you got to think they know that they're looking for boots. And right now they're narrowing down those checks as well, and we know that they're not going to be happy with what the outcome is there. But I gotta believe that they're fairly shortly going to realize that they're going to have to go to GT.
Yep, it's unfortunate though. So here's another question: like, if you get the big key right off the bat, do you check how much of the basement do you check?
Well, that's a very good question, and you do have to stop and think, because in my mind, you really have to just start going through and hoping you've tracked everything accurately if you're using a tracker, and figuring out quickly any places you've left behind. And I can't think of any place that we haven't seen, or at least that the each teammate hasn't been to. Like it feels like we've seen just about everything on the overworld. So I'm struggling to think of a place that might have just been left behind.
I mean, I'm trying to think through the entire map in my head, and I just can't think of anything.
Yeah, and you're already up in GT, and you kind of have to. You just say, "Look, we have to empty out GT before we, go back down the mountain, because if you leave the mountain, you're going to have to make the climb all the way back up there. So that's just more time you're forfeiting. So it's really at that point you have to make the decision. I think you really just have to kind of gut it out and just empty GT out.
That's what I'd do, but the thing is like, do you climb the tower and hope it's up there? Like, that's the thing, because if it's up there and you do the whole basement, you're wasting a good 5 minutes. Yeah,
that's true. I think, what I think would be a smart play is whoever gets there first. Whoever's getting to GT first probably makes the call, and says, all right, I find the big key, don't have the boots, gotta go up just got to go straight up. If you find the boots on the way, you hope you can get there in time and communicate it down to your teammate. Maybe you save some time. Worst case scenario, you hope that your teammate is shortly behind you and finds them near the bottom, and you just finish clearing out the tower and then just go back in. I think that's your best case scenario.
Yeah. Also, one of our chat members pointing out, Dawn apparently has mismarked Ice Palace as a pendant. And is probably gonna get to Ganon's Tower and be confused why it's not opening.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, that's... Oof, that hurts.
Yeah, I gotta wonder, do they feel behind? Right? Do they feel like they're running behind and that they're kind of frantically trying to chase their way up the mountain into Ganon's Tower? Because it feels like between Leviticus hitting the back of pod without the big key, Dawnvenure seemingly has mismarked the Ice Palace. I mean, you hope it's not the case. I don't like being there, in that mode where you're just kind of trying to like put your head down but you got to wonder if at this point they think they're behind.
I mean, it could be that, but it could also just be the mental exhaustion of knowing I'm gonna have to go do all these dungeons and then full clear Ganon's Tower for these boots.
When you put it that way, the idea of having to clear Ganon's Tower and come back to do another dungeon is,
two dungeons, because they still gotta do Aga Tower and Desert. And in Dawn's case, Golden Woods too, and then they're gonna realize that they need to do Ice Palace as well, and that's just
that takes a hit to your that'll take a hit to your psyche, just knowing you've got something that gross.
They did check we've checked Catfish anyway. It's garbage.
Yeah, I think it was Aerinon that checked Catfish. Leviticus is going to find out that it too is garbage.
Probably just like, please let this be the boots. Please let this be the boots. Hey, Jinxie. I just can't even imagine the feeling of knowing that you're gonna have to go full clear the basement and then do another boss.
After really what has been for a large portion of this game a fairly nice seed, right? This has not been that bad. I mean, the items have been pretty much laid out for them. I'd say the routing between both sides has been fairly even, despite maybe one or two major departures. But yeah, it's just mean to have this be the very end. Going up full clear in GT and then having to come back down because you needed boots.
And in Dawn's case, I have to leave after realizing they don't have 7 crystals, go get the 7th crystal, go back to Ganon's Tower, do the basement, possibly have to full clear the climb as well.
I hate, I don't like that I have these thoughts. I can't really control what kind of pops into my brain half the time, but it just occurred that it would be particularly awful too if it was like boots and tile room, right?
Oh gosh. So I think at this rate you have to just check tile room along the way. Because you're not only looking for the big key, you're looking for the boots too.
Now. I didn't say I wished they would be in the tile room. These thoughts, they just pop into my brain.
I am. Oh no, Dawn's about to get the bad news.
Oh, yeah. I mean, would love to hear what's going on their comms, but would not really be. Oh yeah. Just not. You feel it. I can feel it from here.
Just with the seed, it's just. I mean, he still has to do Skullwoods. He still has to do Cold Stare. And then has to go do GT and find the boots, and then go do Desert after Ganon's Tower and Aga Tower. That just... I'd be so done.
Yeah, I mean, an hour 21 in, and it's one thing, I think, when you're doing a randomizer where you're just you're living on that kind of, you're feeding off of the hope that this next chest could be the last one. But when you're in a situation like this where you know what you have to do, and that it's not going to be fun, and you know that it's not going to take, it's not going to be a quick thing. You got to believe the fatigue is that mental fatigue is starting to set in.
Yeah. At least Ice Palace can just do Icebreaker and head straight to the boss, but oh man, I feel so bad for them. All of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess a good consolation here is, you're pretty well kitted out, right? You've got Butter Sword, you've got Silvers, Red Mail. At least you're removing. You should be able to really, just quickly hustle through everything and without too much trouble. So Dawn is, at this point, just making a beeline for Cold Stare, while Leviticus has quickly dispatched the pile of eyeballs using those silver arrows. Aerinon, too, getting rid of Vitreous, will flute away. This is going to be they're going right up to Turtle Rock. Aerinon is one more crystal away from popping into GT for those required boots. Yep, and it's a race to Turtle Rock right now. Although I don't know. It's a race to Turtle Rock. Leviticus is actually going to be able to go, unless they've not cleared Hera. I don't recall. I know Dawnvenure cleared Hera. I don't recall whether Leviticus has cleared Hera or not. Dawn, visibly frustrated, waiting for the bird to take him back up the mountain. So, despite all this, it really feels like we're still very close. This still is. I still think this could be anyone's race at this point. I believe Boomer Friendly is slight. It does have a slight advantage. I believe a 1 dungeon advantage. All
right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries. We are converging at the top of the mountain here, it seems, with Aerinon heading into Turtle Rock, which will be the last dungeon before they get to go peek into Gedon's Tower. Dawn is making their way over right now after clearing out Ice Palace.
And yeah, we're gonna see the first GT checks from Dawn.
Excellent Herapot executed there by Leviticus, making a quick climb up to Moldorm, and hopefully they don't get bodied off of the ledge here, so that they too will be quickly behind Dawn entering GT.
Yep. Alright, so if I were Dawn and Leviticus, I would have 1 go left, 1 go right. Alright. Piece of heart and a small key, and gonna head left.
Perhaps gonna see some Dark Magician strats here. That would be interesting.
Usually if you Dark Magi, okay, yeah, okay, well, that's unfortunate. Big key isn't on the torch. So that's the entirety of GT accessible, 19 items. 18 now that we've seen Piece of Heart. So 300 rupees. Single arrow. Green rupee. And a small key. So, usually if you're gonna Dark Magician, you don't do Hope Room first. Alright, let's see what's in the map chest. Here's 20 rupees. So, these boots can be anywhere in this tower that we haven't checked.
I do notice Leviticus has opted to skip Tile Room.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh, there they are! Top right chest, compass room.
Excellent. And it looks like Dawn is going to continue on to try to find that big key.
Yeah, still gotta hunt for the big key. No point in mirroring out now when you're most of the way through left side. No big key here.
Well, we'll get to say hi to Bob and maybe have an Ice Armos fight.
So, why is Leviticus doing checks that Dawn's already confirmed weren't the big key?
That's a good question.
Dawn off to Bob and Bob's chest in the Ice Armos. Nice bomb jump there. Without the boots, can't bonk. Oh, there's the big key in Bob's chest.
All right, hopefully we'll see. Oh, Leviticus ran out of keys.
Oh no! Oh no! Leviticus, no! Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that is, yeah, that's unfortunate.
There's another slight problem that I'm just noticing. So, take note of Dawn's key count.
Uh-huh.
How many keys do you need to go up the tower?
Actually, you can get away with one, although you will ultimately need two.
Oh, there's a key. Wait, there's a key here?
Yes, yeah. In that, there's always like a little safety key there that you can pick up after clearing right side. Always a good thing to pick up. Get into a good habit and pick that up before mirroring back to do like left side or anything like that. Just to have that extra key lying around.
I think I knew that. I just kind of forgot that was a thing. Alright, well, Dawn's safe.
Yeah, absolutely don't want to make the climb up the tower without when forgetting a key, which I believe happened in another match today. That fortunately did not result in catastrophe, but you really don't want to leave that up to chance.
Yeah, no, that did happen earlier, and there was a small key up there. Alright, time for the gauntlet.
So as Dawn gets to the gauntlet, Aerinon gets 2 Trinex. So it seems like we are... I think that it seems like Helium Rhapsody is about maybe one-ish dungeon behind. Still not out of this here. I mean, this is still close enough that a major mistake on Boomer Friendly's side could open the door wide open for Helium Rhapsody to come in and snatch a victory here.
Yep. Also beautiful with the butter sword, land moves. Always nice. 2 slashes on each with the butter sword kills them. And coming up on the Wizrobe room.
One of the most satisfying rooms in this game.
Oh no. Oh, sorry, but we were just talking about going up the gauntlet without a key.
Oh no. I see. Yeah.
Oh no. Let's hope there's a key up there.
Yeah. I wasn't keeping count of the keys, so it's hard to say. From my perspective, if there's going to be one up here, it's really just cross your fingers.
I don't know GT key logic. Not particularly well, anyway. I know that if there's a small key on the right side, there's also going to be a big key in there. Otherwise, it can't have small keys. But otherwise, I'm not really sure. I know that there can be keys up here.
Yeah, there absolutely can be. Although,
Oh no! Wait, did he get a key? Oh, he got lucky somewhere.
so yeah, so Dawn, yeah, Dawn picked up that with that extra key. They picked up after the
that
right
was
side
Dawn.
chests.
Wait, no, that was Dawn. No, there's no keys up here.
So Dawn didn't check the 2 chests in the mini helmet room.
Didn't he? Okay.
Did not check those, but we know the last chest is just 3 bombs. So it's got to be these chests.
Last chest can't be a Leviticus.
No, go back.
Oh, Leviticus. Oh, Leviticus. I am sorry, sir.
Just now realizing they gotta go back and make the check.
20 rupees. Oh, he got bailed out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're fine.
Everything's fine. We're all good.
My heart hurts so.
Seed. What is this?
Oh, we're safe. We're safe.
Unfortunately, I missed Dawn's Aga 2 fight. It must have been a very good fight because that seemed to be over very quick.
Yeah, while we were looking for that small key, I think.
While we were all holding our breath.
Alright, that's a double. These poor runners. And they're still not done. They still gotta do desert. And Dawn's still gotta do moss.
All this excitement is enough for if this were just the end of the seed, right? But oh no, there is more. There's plenty more to go.
Yeah. Oh. And Aerinon not got the boots yet, so this has to be the worst feeling, though. Just like, after all this, you still gotta go do those other 2 dungeons. Also, Aerinon dropping into Armos for some... Oh,
Still looking for boots.
I guess Diesel hasn't gotten to the boots yet.
So, from what I'm hearing, Diesel has just entered GT, or just recently entered GT. Aerinon's actually ahead of Diesel in GT right now.
Yep, just 40 rupees and a map. No, I think there has to be a small key in the big chest. Maybe. If I'm doing math right, which, at this point...
As long as Aerinon does not forget to pick up that key after getting the boots.
It could be tile room, too.
True, tile room... I think tile room usually ends up with that last key.
Well, let's see. There's tile room and there's the big chest left. There's... Trying to think where all the small key doors are. There's a door past there, which is supposed to eat up that small key.
There's the
actually, maybe
door
not.
in the
Oh yeah, in the middle. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's gotta be a small key on one of those two chests, I think. There's the boots. No, Aerinon!
Oh no! Oh!
Well, he's fine because he's gonna get that small key upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Still, you hate that. You hate to have to, have the
Also,
runners needlessly raise their blood pressure.
We've got Agalon. Oh my gosh. We're stressed out. I can't even imagine these poor runners.
If I were playing this seed casually, I would have noped right out of it, like, a while ago.
Agreed. Just like, yeah, boots are in Ganon's tower. Yep, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, no, this would have been into the garbage bin. No, not going to subject myself to this awfulness. But our runners here tonight are great sports, very talented, very skilled, and you all, I recommend you all give them all a follow, because they have gone through it today. So please give our runners a follow. They are putting on a great race here. This seed has not ended very nice for them. So I'm sure they would appreciate a follow from everyone here.
Indeed. And also, with all those early heart problems.
Yeah, in the end here, working out just fine with red mail and 13, 10, 12, 13 hearts. Interesting. I just realized Aerinon is actually still just on the Tempered Sword.
Some runners prefer to just stick with Tempered. Gold Sword does cause lag. And it actually, if you do it right, it doesn't save any time on Ganon. Actually, if anything, it might actually lose time to lag frames. But that's if you get the 1-in-1.
Yeah, and not in the different, you're really not, doing that much more damage output either. And Dawn has finished up Desert and is now on the way to the final dungeon before Ganon, clearing out Skullwoods.
Yep, and Leviticus also off to his last boss.
Yeah, that's right. I actually forgot that Leviticus had already cleared Skull. So yeah, so we're gonna get both boomer-friendly racers finishing round about the same time as each other.
Yep, and Aerinon's not that far behind. Ganon's Tower, and then 2 quick dungeons, or Agate Tower, sorry.
Yeah, and also Aerinon breathing likely a very large sigh of relief there, finding that key in that chest.
Yeah, nothing like getting up here and realizing I don't have a key, and there not being a key. It is really just, Moldorm, please.
Oh, Moldorm.
Haven't these runners suffered enough? Do you have to troll us more? Alright, on to Moth and Ganon, and Aerinon's done with Moldorm too.
a very quick and efficient moth fight by Dawn.
Yep, and he's gonna be off to Ganon as well.
Already on to the next phase of Ganon for Leviticus. Aerinon starting Agatu, and Dawn dropping into Ganon.
Leviticus on to phase 4. Oh no, silver's my one true weakness.
Nice double torch glitch.
Yep, and another double to finish him off. GG's.
GG's to Leviticus. That was a very, very good Ganon fight.
Meanwhile, Aerinon done with Saga 2.
Props to all of our runners today. Very efficient in their boss fights. Some great play here from all of our runners.
Right, and oh no, Dawn, no!
Oh no!
Oh, poor Dawn. Poor Dawn. Okay. Gonna go back to Ganon.
That heart rate is probably spiking pretty hard now.
You know, the tilt's gotta be real too. Like, wanna be done with this game.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they know they know Leviticus has finished up, but they don't know, you know, they don't know how far behind Hylian Rhapsody is. At this point, you're focused on Ganon right now, and you have you take a fall like that, you know, Ganon bumps you off, and it's just instant panic, right? You're just like, oh no, I need to get up there as fast as possible.
Yep. I think they are going to be very relieved to be done. Alright. Yeah, stay still.
Okay. Oh, and a miss, but you know what? We're all right. A double here.
Looks like a single here. Yeah, too close to the edge for a double on that one. And one more single, and we're done. GG's.
GG's to Dawnvenure.
Don't walk off the ledge, please.
I have seen it happen. More than one occasion.
Alright, GG.
Alright, everyone get your GG's in chat for Leviticus and Dawnvenure, Boomer Friendly, both finishing. I believe that is the race. They are the winners, Boomer Friendly, finishing this race. We gotta go check the official times.
So we've got an official time from Leviticus of 1:45:45, and Dawn in second with 1:48:20.
Yeah, an absolutely entertaining race for sure. That is that I would say is been a very entertaining race. I certainly would not have wanted to run a seed with Boots GT. That's that doesn't sound nice to me.
Hello, GG's.
Oh, hello. We're here now. Perfect.
GG's.
GG's.
So,
We're sorry, first of all, for this monstrosity.
It's fine. We've been running seeds like this all day. I'm not even worried about it.
It's not the third 100% seed we did today.
so at what point did you make the realization that, oh no, boots are in GT? I really hate this seed.
I mean, we actually kind of considered that possibility early just because of how the pendants and crystals were set up. So we sort of tried to just check as many places as possible just in case, but we were sort of prepared for that. Obviously, no one wants that to happen, but it wasn't like a huge issue. I'd say it didn't. I don't think it really caught us off guard strategy wise or anything.
Like midway through the race, I told him, what if boots are in GT, because it's a very real possibility. And so as soon as I got like the bow and whatnot, or whatever I needed for potential go mode besides the boots, I think it was bow, I like, all right, I'm gonna do all the crystals that we haven't done yet, then I'll try and go into GT. Then my tracker said that Ice Palace was a pendant, so I was like,
yeah.
what? Why is GT not opening for me? So I had to go back down and finish that, and kind of both got into GT at the same time.
So, Leviticus, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why did you go up the tower without a small key?
That's a great question. That's a great question. As soon as I have an answer for you, I'll get back to you on that. I think I knew there was a small key in the skeleton room in the basement because Dawn told me, but in my mind I was like, I could skip one small key, it's fine. And then halfway through I got to the fire snake room, and then I didn't have a small key. I had to go back. I don't even know. I guess I just totally gapped. I guess I should have kept going until I found another small key. I wasn't. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, guys.
It's partially my fault because I told them like where the small key was in the skeleton room, and like I was thinking like how normal people like go to the right side. After they go to the right side, they grab that small key, warp out.
But I did get that
we
though.
matched keys then, but there must have been a small key somewhere that
I didn't grab. I don't even know what rando room. It must have been rando room because I skipped it. There was a small key in there, wasn't there?
I don't think that can have a small key, can it? But you also checked the map room. We were wondering why you were like full clearing the stuff that Dawn had already.
Partially force of habit, partially miscommunication, partially.
This is the third scene today.
Yeah, it certainly felt like there was a bit of fatigue. I mean, we were saying how it must have been just knowing that you had to go all the way up through GT to clear it, and then come back down to clear 2 more dungeons. It was, you could kind of feel the fatigue, like the mental fatigue coming through. Like, it's one thing when you don't know what you're gonna get, but then having realized that you got to go all the way up there for boots and then come all the way down has got to be frustrating.
I mean, yeah, I'm past that point now. It's been a long day. I've said that a lot. It never stops being true. I can't believe you haven't asked me why I went to Helmsor without a big key yet. Same answer,
yes.
by the way.
Yeah. But we're getting there.
Yeah, there were a lot of snafus in the seed for sure on my part, but I think overall, I mean,
you want to know something nice or not so nice, and
not so nice
on your view.
Sure.
Leviticus wasn't the only one not to get a small key going up the tower.
Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Aerinon also forgot to get a small key.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the way I just did it, I have no answer for you. Let's just flush the seed and pretend it never happened. I'm happy with that.
I think based on math, it has to either the tile room or the GT big chest has to have a small key.
Really?
I
But we
think
didn't-
so.
There could have been one behind Armos because we got big key.
No,
box
we
chests.
checked. It checked.
Oh, someone else
Yeah.
checked it. Oh,
Yeah, no keys
That's-
behind Armos.
That's really bad then. So wow, yeah. I guess that was just a really bad basement then. I don't know. Wow. You did? Where'd you get your small key, Don? You don't remember?
I'm probably just natural. Oh, like I said, for me, it was doing the right side and getting the one small key, then mirroring out.
Actually, Leviticus, did you get the small key on the right side? The one under the pot?
Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
What about the room with the hammer pegs?
Wait, which room is that? Oh, I'm pretty sure. I can't believe I would miss that one. Maybe I did. I don't know. Now you're making me
Explain why
rethink
you
my
did-
entire life here.
It would explain why you didn't have a key for the...
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD and figure out what happened there because that was weird. That's the weirdest thing that's happened in GT Basement in a long time.
It just...
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, one key was locked either in tile room or the big chest, so that locks out one key.
yeah, I have no idea.
Aerinon off to Ganon.
Well, I gotta say, for you, Leviticus and Dawnvenure, despite the mental fatigue, you did finish strong with your boss fights. You were very efficient, played it very well, despite despite the nitpicking and the minor snafus with keys. You both played a heck of a race, considering what you had to go through at the end there. So GG's to you both for pulling through.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. Just gonna watch Aerinon. He's on to phase 3. Does have silver, so we were actually kind of worried about that with you guys not getting bow for so long.
Yeah, I went to check Magic Bat and I didn't have enough magic to powder sprinkle, and we turned in the mushroom obviously. So that was yet another eventful moment.
Did you have the Samaria?
Yes, but I already turned in the mushroom for book very early on, so I couldn't have done it.
So here's an interesting thing to note. You can fake powder with the powder.
Oh, I never thought of that.
It works exactly the same as mushroom.
Huh. Didn't know that. Good to know. Because that's happened to me enough times, so I'm glad to know that. Yeah, I would have had it because it was on Blacksmith. I definitely had Samaria. Wow.
Yeah, and I think that was probably one of the biggest points of diversion between two teams because you didn't. Because I believe Aerinon got a bow off Pyramid Ledge as their first bow, which immediately took them into pod. And so we were able to cover a lot of ground early to know, to kind of see what was out there amongst between all of you. And that's Aerinon crossing over the bridge after beating Ganon there. So GG's in chat for Aerinon.
Yep, Diesel finished actually in third with a 156.49, and Aerinon finishing with 158.15. I think that Aerinon will be joining us at least. But yeah, what a crazy seed. Was so nice early on too, aside from health.
Yeah, early on was really scary. There was a lot of potential for high difficulty plays if you wanted to try to dive Thieves Town or even Skullwoods early if you wanted to see if there are items in there with 3 or 4 hearts. At the beginning, we decided I was going to go to Thieves Town just because I had 4 hearts from Dark Cross and he had 3 still. That's the kind of decisions you had to make early on.
Yeah, not only that, I think you were still at Fighter Sword too.
Definitely, yeah. When he found Master Sword on Cape Ledge, I literally just like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave and get it first before I do anything else, just for safety, if anything, and it's technically required, so why not?
Yeah, we saw that on the. We saw you immediately head over there right after that. Yeah, I couldn't blame you for that play. It was really kind of ugly with health early on there.
Oh yeah, I died right after that. That's right. Oh, what a great seed!
Also, hello, Diesel and Aerinon. GG's.
GG's to you both.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Jeez.
So, how about that seed?
Nice low health at the start. Make
Yep.
it a little tricky.
Yeah.
I know Diesel took a death in Thieves Town. I don't know if you all saw that.
So unfortunately, the entire time Diesel was basically unable to be captured. We got like 2 or 3 frames the entire race.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
too bad.
what's going on there. I did do I had to reset my computer about a week ago, like factory reset, because I was having some problems. And so maybe when I was resetting up my streaming software, I missed a setting or something. But I'm gonna have to go back through and dig in and see what was going on there. Sorry about that.
No worries. We just ended up just like after like 4 or 5 times of your stream crashing, I just asked the restream mod and they just said just leave him off because we weren't getting any frames. So that was unfortunate. But sounds like it was a good race.
It was pretty fun trying to find everything.
Yeah, it certainly took you. It took you around to see all of the map, with the exception of Ped. I think was probably one of the only things left that wasn't needed.
Yeah, we knew Pedestal was dead because Boots was our go mode.
It was a heart container.
All right, and I guess we didn't get around to Pyramid Fairy, but why do that when you have Ganon's Tower?
So we were thinking it had to be behind Turtle Rock, and then I remembered, like after Pyramid Fairy, it's like, wait, desert's a pendant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, we were. Yeah, that was kind of ugly. Early on, low health, but it felt like the seed really kind of laid out the items nicely early on, and then only to leave you kind of. Oh yeah, by the way, boots are up in GT, and you need them to go back down to finish up.
Yeah.
Pendant Desert.
Yeah, it seemed pretty linear at the start, and then just hunting for those last couple of items took quite a bit of time. Finally, obviously the boots in GT was the big one that I think was kind of trolling everyone. But it was overall, I've had worse seeds, but I put this one maybe in the middle of the pack.
This wasn't too bad, I thought, but.
All right. Well, as we're finishing up the credits, any last thoughts?
I just want to give a huge shout out and say thanks to the restreams, the commentators, the trackers, everybody who made the restream possible. Really appreciate all the work you guys put into it.
I'll echo all that. Looking forward to seeing the commentary later.
Oh, also, Aerinon, one last thought before we head out. Did you realize you didn't have a small key going up the tower?
I had forgotten about the small key. I should have grabbed it, but fortunately there was one in the mini helmet chest there, so.
Yeah.
Leviticus did the exact same thing.
Yeah, when we saw you go up there, it was just like we'd already kind of gone through the drama already of watching Leviticus go through, and then to watch you go up, I think there was just a collective cry from Master and myself, just like no.
Yeah, that's one of the things I forget. I had seen most of the chests, so it wasn't too bad of a gamble anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we were lucky. It was good thing there was one up there at least.
Yeah. Could have been in tile room or somewhere terrible.
The thought crossed our minds for sure. Well, GG's to you all. That was an extremely entertaining race. For everyone out there, I highly suggest you follow our runners today. They all did amazing jobs. They were all very, very talented. So please give them a follow. If you'd like, you are welcome to give the commentary and tracking and restream team follows as well. But once again, Diesel, Aerinon, Dawn, Leviticus, GG's. Thank you for a great race.
GG's, thanks for the restream. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
You're
thanks
welcome.
a lot.
It's always fun. And wow, Aerinon. Well, I guess it's because of late boots. I was gonna say one bump's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good for me actually.
And 142 collection rate.
Yep.
Alright, and let's go ahead and pull up the schedule as soon as we see the end. Alright, so go ahead and follow the Speed Gaming channel and network, Speed Gaming 236, and if you know foreign languages, there's also Espanol, Francais, Portuguese, and Deutsch. And then also follow the ALTTPR League 1 through 4. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.